Welcome back. Time to wake up the sports buff in you, especially with the all-and-mighty Lord's Test taking place as we speak. This is All in the Game. Well, it is the 2000th Test that's underway today at Lord's. It was a quick start for Team India, with the spearhead Zahir Khan taking his first wicket of the series by packing Alistair Cook off to the pavilion for 12 runs, and his second golden wicket was that of the captain himself, Andrew Strauss, gone for 22. However, things have slowed down, with Jonathan Trott, partnered by Kevin Peterson, making his 7th Test 50, scoring 58 off 104 balls.
Coming at you, you might want to think about dragging your length back a little bit.
Well, after a painful wait in the World Cup campaign, fans are now egging on the master blaster Sachin Tendulkar as he stands on the brink of one milestone that summarizes a career full of the achievements, a century of centuries.
Sachin Tendulkar, the man who's gone when no one else has. Which is why from superstars to the common man, everyone is a Sachin fan.
Sachin Tendulkar is the greatest sporting role model I've ever met.
The 2007 edition of the World Cup in the Caribbean marked one of the lowest phases in Indian cricket, and even for Sachin, with many saying it was time to retire. But look at how the Master Blaster has silenced his critics. Since the 2007 edition of the World Cup, Sachin has hit 16 Test and 7 ODI hundreds, crossed the 50 Test runs landmark and become the only man to score an ODI 200. He may be 38, but he can still terrorize bowlers. His 175 versus Australia almost took India to a miracle win. He got 100 in the Compact Cup final to help India win yet another Tri-Series title. His 163 versus New Zealand in 2009 was his first shot at 200, but he retired hurt. And it wasn't long before he picked the South Africans to climb the Mount Everest of one-dayers. His super knocks also paved the way for his first ICC award for Cricketer of the Year.
Batsmen are never full. There is always room to fill up your kit bag with more runs.
What Sachin was most hungry for, though, was a World Cup title, and destiny had that in store for him. After playing in 6 editions, the Master Blaster finally became a World Cup winner.
This is the ultimate moment. This is the ultimate thing which brings the smiles on the entire nation's faces.
Every Sachin moment has been precious for more than 1 billion people for over 2 decades. Now we are waiting for the Master to complete that Herculean task, a century of centuries.
Well, while we are waiting for Sachin Tendulkar to make that 100th Test 100, of course, now we are giving you a quick update from the Lord's Test, day 1, of course. It seems to be raining heavily at Lord's, and we might be looking at quite a long delay. Now, just to update the viewers, this is the 100th Test between India and England, and the 2000th real Test happening in total. Well, in what could be yet another revelation in the Lalit Modi saga, commentator and former cricketer Ravi Shastri has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for questioning in the Indian Premier League controversy case, which of course involves its former Commissioner Lalit Modi and the BCCI. Top sources have stated that Ravi Shastri has responded to the Enforcement Directorate that he is at Lord's for the next 4 weeks and won't be able to present himself in front of the agency next week, and will come as soon as he reaches India. Now, senior Enforcement Directorate officials in Mumbai confirmed that summons were faxed to the former Indian captain, asking him to appear before it next week. Apparently, Ravi Shastri was part of the IPL core committee headed by Lalit Modi, and it was an 8-member core group comprising of Lalit Modi and Ravi Shastri that took the key decisions. The Enforcement Directorate's aim at the moment is to find out what knowledge Shastri had about Lalit Modi's transactions and contracts. Well, good news for Karan Chandok now, as he is all set to replace Jarno Trulli and will race for Lotus at the F1 German Grand Prix. Now, the Indian, who was sharing the Friday testing duties for Team Lotus, confirmed the good news and is looking ahead to have a productive run at the famed race really coming up. Now, the last week, Karan Chandok was driving the Team Lotus car around the streets of Moscow at a promotional event. The 27-year-old will again take the wheels of the green and gold machine this weekend, but in a more serious role. Well, moving from sports to entertainment now, guess who has made box office pundits stutter and stammer, and all because his films continue to turn into winners. Lalit Jude brings you this story.
This song from Ko may have become Jiva's signature song, but not many are surprised at his steady rise. From E, Kattradu Tamil, Siva Manasulla Sakti and Co. Jiva's mixed bag approach has paid off. Now, ahead of his new film, Vandaan Vendran, even directors are starry-eyed.
Coke அப்புறம் ஜீவா மேல ஒரு பெரிய எதிர்பார்ப்பு இருக்கு. So responsibility எனக்கு இன்னும் அதிகமா இருக்கு. ஒரு நல்ல படத்தை அந்த சக்சஸை அதை கண்டினியூ பண்ணணுன்றத ஒரு வெறி அவருக்கு மட்டும் இல்லை, எங்கள் டீம் எல்லாருக்குமே இருந்தது. அதை நாங்கள் வந்து ஒரு கடுமையாக ஒரு 1.5 வருஷமாக இந்த படத்துக்காக நாங்கள் உழைச்சிருக்கோம். நிச்சயமாக வந்தான் வென்றான் கோக்கு அந்த மரியாதையை கெடுக்காமல் இருக்கும்.
And ready to play a role in Jiva's success is Adugalam fame Tapsi, who is the heroine of Vandaan Vendran.
I mean, he's riding high after Co's success. So I really hope both my movie success and his movie success really mix and really give a huge success to this movie.
But has Jiva's growth cut into his friendship in Tinseltown?
Jiva is a very close friend of mine, and now our wives are also too close, and I hope our sons are also close in the future because we have a great bond. I think his career graph is really on the rise, and I really want it to rise. I'll always be there for him, anything.
Meanwhile, the man of the moment, Jiva says he just got lucky with directors.
Obviously, when success comes, so all my projects and all my whatever I'm being committed to, it elevates very well. So yes, I've been doing with some very good directors like Shankar sir, and now signed with Gautam, signed with Mishkin. So I'm good to work. I really feel it's going to be a good year for me.
Fortune may favor the brave in real life, but in cinema, what works is a good script. Will Jiva's homework before signing a film get him a hit at the box office when Vandaan Vendran releases? In Chennai with Lalit Jude, Kuku Alex for NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's all we have time for on the bulletin. Thanks so much for watching, and good night.